we can leave this town scared. Don't know right now, we can leave this town, we break.
What's up, it's Phil from Phil Will Expose. In this episode we're going to be talking about a new exercise that I just discovered for training the long head of the triceps. Now, you guys are following me on this whole long head of the triceps journey, and I'm very happy to share this exercise with you because I've been doing it for a few weeks now and I've been liking the progress that I've been seeing. So the exercise is basically called the overhead JM press. Now the regular JM press is a phenomenal lift for hitting the lateral and medial sides of the triceps, but I basically applied the philosophy of the JM press where it's a hybrid of a press and an extension, and I applied it to the overhead extension to really target the long triceps. So the overhead JM press is a hybrid of a extension and a press. It's slightly behind the head and you don't go too low. So let's get into it. Just like the JM press, you're gonna use a bench. For the overhead JM press, you basically use a regular adjustable bench. Set it to a complete vertical, so that way your back is like in a vertical line. You're gonna grab an easy bar, right? You do a close grip. The reason why you do a close grip, it targets the long head a bit better in my opinion. Okay, you're basically gonna clean it up. Okay, you can do thumbless if you want, or you can wrap the thumb around. And all you're gonna do is a hybrid between an extension and a press. So it's gonna go down. It's gonna touch the bench right here, and then you're gonna press it up. To some people it'll be a 60% press, 40% extension. To others it'll be vice versa. But the main goal of the exercise is to get that stretch in the long head of the triceps. That's going to force them to grow. And you could also use some very heavy weights with this exercise. So I know you guys are probably wondering, why am I doing this while touching the top of the bench at the top? And the reason why is because it's going to deload the elbows at the bottom, kind of like a box squat in a sense. Not really, but kind of like that. Then as far as the bar I'm using the easy bar. It's a lot easier on the elbow, on the wrists and elbows I find, especially when you use a close grip, and the close grip in my opinion is better for the long head of the triceps. And the fact that we're not going all the way down either, it's easier on the wrists. And since it's a hybrid of a press and an extension, you can go a lot heavier too. So we do go lower on certain overhead extension movements, like the cable versions or the overhead power extension, but for the overhead JM press, we're not going all the way down. We're still getting a great stretch, but it's just not a full stretch. Now, also the regular JM press, which you have to understand, is that a lot of people don't even touch their clavicle, upper chest anyways. They leave a few inches of range of motion in the tank. So it's kind of like the same principle with the overhead JM press. Okay, now last thing I want to talk about is elbow positioning, because there's a multitude of different ways that you can position the elbows to stimulate the long head of the triceps in different ways. So grab the bar. When it gets heavier, you just want to clean it. Okay. Press it overhead. Now you see my elbows are really in a tucked position. You can do them like that. You can do them somewhat in between. And you can even do them like really flared out. Not that flared out, but just somewhat flared out when you get really heavy. Don't forget to lock out. Also remember that all these different elbow positions are going to stimulate the long heads in different ways. So it'd be smart to incorporate a few variations in your program if you want overall development. Okay, so there you have it. That's the overhead JM press, one of my favorite long head exercises that I've been playing around with, and you could actually go pretty heavy on it too, which I'm happy, because a lot of these long head exercises, like, you can't go that heavy, especially the unilateral version. So I'm very happy about that. So I want to know in the comment section below, try out the overhead JM press, done with the easy bar, seated on a vertical bench, whenever you have the time. Let me know your feedback on the lift. Also, as far as programming is concerned, you could actually go pretty heavy on this exercise, considering that it's a hybrid of a press and an extension, because a lot of extension exercises you could grow into lower rep ranges, but it tends to be very problematic on the elbows. But the fact that it's a JM press variation and it's a hybrid of the press and extension, you could lower the reps a bit if you want. So Sometimes I'll do 6s, sometimes I'll do 8s, but I'll usually hang in around the 8 to 10 range. But you could even use this as a volume exercise. You could get like 4 sets of 15, that works very well. You could even throw it in on a light day, do 4 sets of 25. But me personally, I would throw it in on an intensity day or a volume day. So let me know in the comment section below what you think about this exercise, and I'll see you guys in the next video.